President Donald Trump made history by meeting with North Korea leader Kim Jong-un. Liberals have criticized the move since it was announced. They weren't ready for the bombshell agreement our president just made with our former enemy. President Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un signed a major agreement after the meeting. Photo credit, STR, AFP, Getty Images, Win McNamee, AFP, Getty Images. Today, President Trump did what no single president has ever done before. We've heard that phrase a lot over the last year and a half. This might be the biggest development of his presidency yet. President Trump was the first American president to meet with a leader of North Korea. Trump had a series of meetings today with Kim Jong-un, the culmination of months of effort. Liberals don't really know what to say. When President Trump was aggressive with the foreign leader, they accused him of trying to start a war. Once Trump started to discuss a meeting with Kim, the left accused him of being weak and soft on the dictatorship. Major developments have taken place in Singapore while we've been sleeping. After numerous meetings and discussions, President Trump and Kim Jong-un signed a historic agreement. Among the many things North Korea has decided to do, they are going to completely denuclearize the Korean peninsula, ending decades of hostility and threat of nuclear war. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un signed a document on Tuesday stating that Pyongyang would work toward complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula, a historic concession, which was one of the requirements the U.S. sought at the summit in Singapore. The historic agreement came after the two leaders held several meetings throughout the day. Trump was asked by a reporter if Kim agreed to denuclearize and he said, "We are starting that process very quickly." Trump said at a press conference that he will be ending joint military exercises between the United States and South Korea. He also said Kim agreed to destroy a major missile testing site but did not offer specific details. The joint declaration states that the U.S. has committed to providing security guarantees to Pyongyang. Source, Fox News. Let's look back to just a few months ago. North Korea was promising to attack the United States. Their leader vowed to bring hellfire against us and our allies, South Korea and Japan. Daily we learned of missile testing by the North Koreans, whose bombs landed dangerously close to the shores of Japan. It seemed like North Korea was determined to start a war with us. Now, they're singing a different tune. Why? It has everything to do with President Trump. When North Korea made threats, he didn't back down. As president, he stood up to the rogue nation, making it clear that we would not be intimidated. It was a very different tone than what past presidents have used. Our leader's weak resolve allowed North Korea to expand its military. Meanwhile, their own people starved. Today, it looks like the United States and North Korea are starting to cooperate. A denuclearization of North Korea eliminates a major threat from the planet. Millions of people will no longer fear attack from this nation. As a sign of goodwill, Kim agreed to a few more acts of generosity. Trump told reporters that the remains of U.S. prisoners of war and those missing in action during the Korean War will also be returned. Trump said he asked Kim to commit to returning the remains, and we got it. The president said he has received countless calls and letters from family members asking him to help them receive the remains of their loved ones. A reporter asked Trump if he would be willing to invite Kim to the White House and he responded, "Absolutely. I would." Source, Fox News. The Korea War has been a sore spot for both countries since the 1950s. For North Korea to agree to hand over the remains of our soldiers is a major step. They are agreeing to cooperate with a nation once deemed their enemy. Not because we are forcing them to, but because they want to work with us for the future. Make no mistake, liberals cannot handle this. They have called President Trump a hot-headed bully and a racist. According to their fake news, a man like him could never broker such an agreement. Working with Kim destroys their attacks. Don't be surprised to see Democrats try to spin this historic meeting. The hacks at CNN and other outlets will lie through their teeth. But it won't change a thing. President Trump has done the impossible. Facebook has greatly reduced the distribution of our stories in our readers' newsfeeds and is instead promoting mainstream media sources. When you share on social media, however, you greatly help distribute our content. Please take a moment and consider sharing this article with your friends and family. Thank you. Donald Trump. Kim Jong-un. North Korea racism.